different, Destin was amused. I haven't even started yet. What are you bragging about? Desmond scoffed. Turning the crystal ball golden is the best someone can do. Do you still think you can beat me? We won't know unless we try. Destin placed his hand on the crystal ball. What a fool! Why does he even bother acting? He'll just embarrass himself. The rest of the people smirked, but their smug smiles quickly disappeared. A low hum rang out as Destin channeled his internal energy into the crystal ball. Instantly, the entire ball turned black. Soon, it turned silver, then gold. It only took him a few seconds to change the crystal ball from white to gold. The crowd was even more shocked to see how relaxed Destin seemed. It was a stark comparison to Desmond, who had been sweating buckets by the time the crystal ball turned gold. Just then, the crystal ball began to vibrate again. A red streak began to appear amidst the gold. Like blood, it quickly spread throughout the ball, turning the entire thing red. It was obvious that Destin was much stronger than average. Aya turned red. How is this possible? The Alliance staff was astonished. Others might not understand this, but he did. Only a semi-grandmother and beyond could turn the crystal ball red. Destin must be insanely talented to reach the level of a semi-grandmother despite being in his 20s. The red crystal ball exploded before the worker could get over the shock. It seemed to have reached its limit. The worker was dumbfounded by the sight. Everyone was stunned when the crystal ball shattered into pieces. Their smiles disappeared and were replaced by looks of dismay and astonishment. Everyone had assumed Desmond would win since he had turned the crystal ball golden. They never imagined that beyond turning golden, it could turn red. What shocked them more was that Destin had channeled so much excess internal energy after turning the crystal ball red that it exploded. Just how much internal energy did he have to do that? Everyone was speechless. Desmond, who had been full of confidence, was also shaken. He didn't expect his internal energy, which he had been so proud of, to be so weak compared to Destin. Is this considered cheating? Destin smiled mockingly. The crowd was at a loss for words. They weren't blind. They had all seen how Destin had easily passed all 3 tests. It was one thing to excel in one category, but Destin had performed outstandingly in all 3 tests, which meant that he was powerful. In fact, he was far stronger than all of them, so they had no choice but to submit to him. I guess Bulbathorn fighters aren't that impressive, are they? They sure know how to boast, but look at how badly they lost. Georgia chirped, dishing back the taunts they received earlier. Gianna was pissed but couldn't say anything back. She didn't want to admit it, but they had lost terribly after the last 3 tests.